All right. So 1031 exchange. I've had a couple people reach out. For people watching this, 1031 exchange in the States, like kind of exchange. So like if you're selling, let's say it's an investment property of like $2 million, and you buy something, let's just call it within 365 days, you kind of roll over the capital gains and you can defer that later as long as you buy like kind within 1 year. A lot of people do this, they'll just roll over, and essentially they're kind of kicking that tax down the road. So I have a guy right now, he's got a property in Cabo del Sol, and he's looking at another area on south of La Paz.
Okay.
And he's, Fletcher, if I sell this one and I already know what I'm going to buy, can I do a 1031 exchange where I'm kind of like deferring capital gains?
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't have that ability to basically delay the payment of the taxes that would be forthcoming from a point of sale on a transaction. So whatever the amount of taxes are to be paid in that specific instance, you do need to pay that, and there is no possibility to roll that over. There are some exceptions, but they more are towards not residential or commercial. There are certain things that, the government says, okay, there's going to be an incentive if you do like an industrial plant, and we have the ability to say, okay, you're not going to pay taxes, or there's going to be a tax break for X if you do north of this amount of threshold for sales. There are certain things that you can kind of say, okay, this is the amount that you need to pay as a minimum, and you would otherwise be paying a higher rate. But that's something that has to be decreed. It has to be a general program to do like a fostering of investment. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Get that out. So we don't have the ability in Mexico to offset that under like a 1031 like in the States. We do have in this previous segment, the ability to have up to a certain amount, have zero taxes because of it being your place of abode, having the ability to use those amounts to offset. So you basically pay zero taxes up to the 700K, more or less, and then anything north of that, you get paid. The government needs to get paid its fair share of taxes. But yeah, as far as the general incentive goes for that, no, that's not available. It is obviously something that makes a lot of logic because you have people buying and selling and having local state transfer taxes paid, dues, property taxes. So there is, I can see the benefit of that, but unfortunately the government here in Mexico said we need the money yesterday.
Yeah. No, so essentially, in order to be even eligible for that, we're not going residential. You're talking about something that's quote unquote commercial use.
Industrial.
That's it's going to be providing jobs.
Yeah,
for
and it has to be under a program that is, centered. Okay, this is going to be the incentive for these types of industries. They're fostering this type of investment. It kind of reminds me of larger conglomerates coming in like Nissan in mainland Mexico, or even Tesla now in Nuevo León. They have substantial tax breaks, afforded from the state governments that they're, in their plants because of that. But yeah, as far as the people that are on an investment level, piecemeal, if you will, it's not available to them.